The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud.
It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Guys, I can't tell you how happy it makes me to start the stream, see the comments already coming in before we go live, and the first comment 5 minutes before the stream starts says, "Evening, everyone." And Rex changed his name to Rexamillion on YouTube after last week's show. That is fantastic commitment to the bit, Rexamillion. I appreciate it. Gabe's here. He's saying happy Tuesday. Robert's in the comments saying, let's go. What is up, everybody? It is Tuesday. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I'm Mike. That's Scott. Scott, how you feeling, man?
Oh, much better than after Saturday night. Much better. Got a little dicey, a little hairy there for a minute. Was thinking about going, you know that gif of the guy where he's doing all those things, he keeps joking like he's gonna kill himself. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take this big shot. Just kidding. Oh, I'm gonna jump off this. Like that was me Saturday night. Like, oh, but we recovered. We recovered. Everything.
It was a brutal Saturday for the entire show. Scott's Braves got beat by the Phillies. The best offense we've seen in years in MLB. Best team in the and couldn't scratch across a run. Just awful. It was so horrible to watch. I suffered the indignity of watching Notre Dame lose to Louisville by 20-some points. It was painful. I purposely turned it off so that I didn't see Louisville fans rush the field, only to go to Twitter and see Louisville fans rush the field. That damn video of Jack Harlow behind the coach just like going nuts. Oh, it gets me so I hate Jack Harlow so much now after that. And Cesar also had a pretty bad Saturday. Cesar, how you doing, man?
I almost fractured my hand. Like I went to my uncle from how purple and red it was. Let me see if I could turn this shit around. You see that pillar?
I do see the
this cinder block pillar. Oh shit, it's raining. Well, that cinder block pillar, fucking that shit looked like Pacquiao and I was Mayweather, bro. Like I went to fucking town on that bitch.
Oh,
thankfully it was just purple, right? But I mean, it's good.
Listen, I gotta know, Scott, since you kind of saw it from the outside and you don't really have a college football team, but I feel like we've talked about it before, but of those two instances, Notre Dame getting blown out by a team they should not get blown out by, or Texas losing to a rival in heartbreaking fashion, like had the game in hand.
Oh, you know, I can make it even worse for myself. I can make it even worse. This is the exact, well, I mean, it was even worse in 2021, but imagine me sitting down, watching them fucking, like, Sark was a pussy. Anyways, we'll get into all that. Well, I see on my TV in that corner and the one behind me just collapse. Like, the defense is not doing what they've been doing for the past possessions, and then I'm sitting on my chairs like, oh, my God, A&M. And A&M scores a touchdown right as the game ends. And I'm like, A&M's going to beat Alabama. The Cowboys are going to lose by, like, fucking 75. It's 2021 all over again. I was right on 2-3, right? Thank God A&M lost. Oh, my God.
Scott, what's worse? Is it worse to have your team get blown out by a team that should not blow them out, or lose to your arch rival in heartbreaking fashion on the last drive of the game where they go like 90-some yards in
76 in 45 seconds?
Yeah, I gotta go Cesar on this one. I mean, you've been dealing with the Notre Dame thing for a little while now, and it's like, that's twice this season, second time, you know, you're kind of used to it. But oof, losing to your rival like that, that's
I'd
ugly.
much rather get blown out than fucking lose like that.
Ugly.
It's not even close.
Yeah, like the gut wrenching, heart rip out losses to teams that you really can't stand. You much rather it would just be like, oh yeah, that shit was over at halftime, or you know, whatever. I was wasted by the third quarter because I knew it was over. Like nobody wants to lose in dramatic fashion. Like
I think what made Caesar's worse was it wasn't even that they lost on the last possession. It was that they scored to take the lead with like 30 seconds to go, and it was like, we
it
got
was
this.
52
Like
seconds.
it's over. One stop, and this.
Oh
is
fuck no, dude, my asshole was on the fucking floor of the backyard. Like, it wasn't even in my
Right.
body at that point.
Conversely, I mean, like if the roles had been flipped and like Texas had lost to some, nothing team, but Notre Dame had lost to USC in the same way that Texas lost, I'd be like, oh yeah, Mike, you took this one in the shorts, like big time, like another incredible defeat.
Don't worry, you've got that chance this coming Saturday.
Dude, I think Notre Dame's gonna fucking
their
win.
hearts ripped out by USC.
No, I think Notre Dame's gonna win.
Dude, I was shocked. We'll talk college football, but I was shocked to check the line Sunday morning, and Notre Dame was a 3-point favorite over USC. I was like, after that, are you kidding? I know USC's defense is bad, but
No,
Caleb
dude,
Williams,
they're fucking atrocious.
dude, their defense is bad, but Caleb Williams might put up 60 alone on Notre Dame's defense. Like that dude is gonna go off. It is gonna be his Heisman moment. Like if you remember last year, we'll get into all that. We got a lot to get to tonight, everybody. A lot of football talk. We're also gonna talk some Olympics. I got some Olympics news for you boys. We'll talk about Scott's Braves and their amazing game on Monday night that rebounded the series as we look ahead to the rest of the MLB playoffs. Before we do all that, though, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. We will rate them on the scale like we always do. Would you bang your beer? Scott, what's in your mug tonight? Would you bang it?
Well, if I was gonna go with the OG last week, I was gonna follow up with the OG's mistress. That's right. I found me some Warlock, baby. Found me some Warlock. This is, I think you have a threesome with me, Warlock, and Pumpkin. And it'd be the greatest
like
thing.
3 guys? That sounds like 3 guys. Just saying. I don't judge. It's 2023.
I mean, we all talk about banging our beers, and this man is gonna, because I said let's have a threesome, he's gonna say that, oh, that sounds like 3 dudes. Like
It does. Pump King. If it was Pump Queen, then all right, say less. Bet.
Okay, fine. I'm
Warlock
getting
is
banged.
also-
I'm getting pegged by these 2 beers. Don't care. Fuck.
There you go.
How about that? How about that?
That's
Hey,
fire. That's hard.
In all seriousness, though, Scott, I've done it before, not getting pegged by beers. But listen, I've done it before.
I was like 3 guys. I was like, that's crazy.
I was
talking
like,
to
hold
you
on,
guys.
boss.
No, I've done a black and tan with Pumpkin
Yes,
and
I have
Warlock.
too.
Did you call me?
Oh,
It's good.
so
It's
good.
good. It's so good. It's next level. It's a lot of beer though. That's the thing. Like drinking it before it gets really cold, like really warm. It's daunting
It's a lot
task.
to get into.
But it's worth it. It's good stuff.
Caesar, as
But
you're
yeah,
sitting-
I'm banging it. All
of
the way.
course. I knew
Yeah.
you were going to. Caesar is just sitting in that palatial backyard with dogs barking everywhere.
Like, I guess another dog howled or some shit because my dog did the whole fucking. Ooh. My
What are
guy's
you
like-
drinking tonight, man?
So look, we might have lost, but we control our destiny. And if I was repping the motherfuckers when we had Charlie Strong as our coach, then I'm gonna rep him till death.
wow. Taking
So-
on Charlie.
So today I am drinking from Shotgun Brewery Longhorn Lager
Nice.
for the gangers. It is crafted in Texas. It's got that fucking craft
Crafted in
sticker
Texas.
on there.
Or
And
Texas.
drink them instead of hook them.
Drink them. That's
is
awesome.
drink-
The
It
only thing that
is.
would make that better is if on the can it said, "Okay, cool, drink them." That would be
That'd
the
be
only thing
fire.
that makes it better.
It is from Oh, it's not by Shotgun. It is Shotgun, some brand. Oh no, Shotgun Brewery, bottled by Alamo Beer Company. So it's Alamo Beer Company's beer. Yeah, I guess. But fuck it.
Robert said, "I honestly thought the howl was a sound effect because it's October." Tyson said, "That's Caesar's dog."
Yep, that's my dog. We got Scoopy.
By the way, Caesar, Mookie was praising your backyard and you flexing your backyard.
No, it's not. It's not me flexing. I just live in Texas. Like most of the backyards are like this. You need a fucking pool. Like if you don't have a pool in here, you're gonna die in the summer. Like you need a pool.
All right, let's see what everybody in the comments is drinking. Robert Taylor says, "Happy October, gents. Tonight I'm drinking Epic Brewing's Imperial Pumpkin Porter.
Yeah.
A beautiful 8%er with flavor of pumpkin, clove, vanilla beans, nutmeg, ginger, cinnamon, allspice, and chocolate."
I have a question. A real question.
Go for it.
Do y'all taste all this shit when you drink it? No shot you do.
No. I can.
It depends on. I was gonna say it depends on the beer and like what stands out the most. But all of it, No, the
Yeah, when it
combination
says
to get
the lactose,
flavors,
sugar, vanilla.
yeah, I was gonna
salt,
say the
and-
combination to get some of the flavors that they're looking for might make it taste like something else, but then you won't taste individual notes of things. Like it has to be heavy in a lot of instances on some
Yeah.
of these beers.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
definitely aren't picking up every single one of those.
Yeah, with a laundry list
but-
like that, you
But
probably
the
taste about
crazy
3 of
thing
them.
is, the crazy thing is, if you take one of these ingredients out of here, the beer
It
would
would
be
change it. It
unrecognizable.
would change the
It'd be
taste.
Well,
completely.
it's all
different.
spice.
It's all spice. It's all the spice.
Shout out
It's
Ice
better
Spice.
It's
than
one
half
of the.
spice.
It's one of the
It's better,
Spice
though.
Girls. Actually.
Oh, shout out the Spice Girls. One of them.
Robert said he would fuck well. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown playing in the background.
That's really weird.
Tyson is drinking Taft's Pumpkin Pie Ale, 6%er.
Fuck
We
with the Tulane,
banging.
boy.
That is a great beer. Gabe earlier said maybe it's me. I need to stop going to Notre Dame games.
No, you keep doing that, bro.
Oh
Stop.
no.
Stop.
Funny that you mentioned that because Gabe posted the picture from the game Sunday morning with the sad face, and I was like on right as he posted it, and I had typed out, "Dude, you gotta stop going to these games," and then I deleted it because I was like, "Nah, it seems like kicking him while he's down." But since he brought it up, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Listen, man, for the culture, stop going to the games, please.
Right? Like you gotta stop going to these big ones.
Like, yeah, go to like
Slump buster.
go to the one when they're playing like, Tennessee State. You could go to that one. Don't go to the big one. If you're going this weekend to the USC game, man, I'm chalking it up. It's an L. We're losing that game. I'm just not even watching. I'll actually enjoy my cousin's wedding. I won't sit in the corner and watch TV instead. Gabe is also drinking a Hopsecutioner IPA from Terrapin Brewing Company, 7.3%. He said it's a slump buster. Rex Emilian said he's drinking Highland Brewing's Gaelic Ale, 5.5%. To Scott Tyson pointing out that you're getting Eiffel Towered by your beer.
Fine, that's fine. As long as it's pumpkin and the hot ass cousin, that's fine with me.
Scott Kaiser.
I've been warmed up.
He's just on a spit roast over there. Tank wants to know, is it still a devil's threesome if it's 3 dudes instead of 2 dudes and a lady?
I mean, it is what it is, right? It's one. We're playing. What are those blocks that link together? We're
Legos?
playing that game. No, Legos. Yeah, oh,
It was a
Legos
quiz.
eluded me. Never mind.
Oh, it's just a question. I was being serious.
Legos. That one right past me. No, not Legos. Damn it. Not the name of Legos.
Shout out Kev. Haven't seen Kev in the comments for a while. Kev is drinking a Shipyard Smashed Pumpkin. He said it's also 9%. Good for you, man. I am right there with you. I am drinking a Voodoo Ranger Fruit Force.
Hey, shout out
It's
Texas.
a fruit punch IPA from New Belgium Brewing. 9.5.
Is that good? That sounds good.
Viewer. I haven't tasted it yet. I've been too busy
Oh.
reading comments, so let's see.
There's fucking commercials of those all over the place here. Or billboards.
I'm a sucker for fruit punch, bro. I'm a sucker for fruit punch. Is
This
it good?
is dangerous. I am absolutely banging this. First of all, I will bang the hell out of this. That is just straight fruit punch. There is no IPA kick to that.
Yeah.
There is no hop
Oh.
aftertaste.
And it's
it's
You said
9.5%.
is that
New Belgium.
you said that's Voodoo Ranger?
Yeah, Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium. It's
Okay, I'm gonna have to keep the.
They sell
keep that
12
first.
packs. If it's like,
Yeah,
it's
no,
like a
I've seen. I
variety
was gonna
pack.
say I've seen Voodoo Ranger around, but I haven't paid attention to
Dude.
like the types of beers.
Norwood Kroger has an amazing selection of like the tall boy singles that you can get.
Yeah.
That's where I saw this. I was walking by the beer aisle and I was like, wait, I could just get a sip. Yeah, I'll give that a shot for $2.99. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
19.6 ounces and
That's half a
9.5.
hot and ready. That's crazy. I don't know if I would invested that kind of money in it, but hey, you do you, my boy.
I forgot about our hot and ready scale. It's been a while since we brought it out.
It's because, bro, like yesterday, someone bought mad shit at work, and it was like it was a bunch of weird shit, and I was like, bro, you could have bought like 6 Happy Meals with that.
Happy Meal doesn't hit as well as hot and ready.
Yeah, I was
That's a
gonna
better
say the
scale.
hot and ready. I was gonna say the hot and ready is the baseline. Like that works much better because fucking Happy Meals now are on a sliding scale. They can be anywhere from like $2 to like $15. I feel like
That's why you get a
They're all
McGangbang. McGangbangs are fire. Dude, no, you haven't had a McGangbang, the fucking McDouble
Yes!
and the hot and spicy.
Yes, but how did we go?
Crazy.
We jumped from kids meals to McGangbang. Like
Well, because
generally,
you said
if
it's
I'm worried
anywhere from
about the Happy
$2.
Meal. I know, but I'm talking about it. If I'm talking about a Happy Meal, it's not. Oh, did you try the gangbang? It's like, well, I'm talking about the Happy Meal specifically because it's for my kid. Like, I'm not worried about.
I don't have kids.
Price. I know, but I'm saying I'm not worried about the price of Happy Meals otherwise. The only reason I even know is because of my kids. That's why I said there's like a sliding scale.
Yeah.
Like, no, I won't tell my kids, hey, maybe you should skip the Happy Meal this time and go with a McGangbang. I hear it's fire.
Dude, I remember the local news here in Laredo. Like, I was watching it, and I was just for the sports section to cover like our local hockey team and shit. And next thing you know, it's like coming up at fucking 9:45 or whatever. Ryan Bailey goes to try the McGangbang at local McDonald's. Bro, there's videos of the guy going into the fucking like drive-thru and going, "Hey, yeah, do you all have anything on your secret menu called the McGangbang?" And then, Cesar. And then there's other people like, "Oh no, you have to order them."
Cesar!
And there's other people going, "Oh, you have to order the McDouble and the hot and spicy separate." Crazy place, but I love it. Shout out the McGangbang though, not an actual gangbang. The McGangbang.
Yeah,
No,
make sure you
McGangbang.
specify that we're not just shouting out random gangbangs, specifically the McGangbang.
No, shout out the Mick.
You put an MC in front of that shit.
Yeah.
Not all gangbangs, just the Irish gangbangs.
No,
Those
not
are
even the
ones-
Irish ones, bro.
on
The
the
ones
show.
from McDonald's. The ones, just ones from McDonald's. Shout out shitty food. I
Matt-
fucking love shitty food sometimes.
Matt Barr said, "Hey boy, sorry I'm late. Dinner with the parents." They
Oh,
say,
I'm
"Hey,
sorry.
say
I'm
hi to
sorry.
your parents for us, Matt.
Hello.
Appreciate you." Cesar Kev rightfully pointing out, you shouted out Texas when I mentioned New Belgium, even though New Belgium was founded in Colorado and expanded into North Carolina. So there's no Texas ties.
I saw everyone in Texas drinking that shit, and I was like, I guess it's the Texas brand. Hey, bro, look, I spread misinformation without
You
even
do.
knowing it. I
You're
just do it.
our QAnon rep.
Yes, sir.
Rexamillion Scott saying they've got a pumpkin voodoo ranger.
There
I
you
don't know
go.
if
Shout
you've
out
seen
Texas
that
pumpkins.
one.
No, that's how I know about it because I've seen it before, but I don't think I've ever had their pumpkin.
Well, don't take Kev's
you know
word for it. Kev says it's spicy and is disgusting.
Somebody did say something about that. That's not the first time I've heard somebody refer to it as spicy.
That's what they advertise it as. They call
Do
it.
they?
as
Oh,
spicy.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and they also make like an atomic pumpkin voodoo
Like
ranger.
a nuke?
Like extra spicy.
Extra spicy.
Yeah, it's
Okay, well,
it's
I
the
kinda
gangbang of spicy pumpkin beers. We
Like
gotta
a Hot Pocket.
let us know in the comments what you guys are drinking, whether or not you bang your beer. I want to get to Tank's question.
Hey, Smokey.
Because Tank asked a very solid question here. The stovepipe cans, these 19.2 percenters like this one here.
Feels like it.
He wants to know if this has replaced the 40 because he can't remember the last time he saw one. I will say Norwood Kroger also has a great selection of 40s right next to the stovepipe cans. So it's the stovepipe cans and 40s, maybe because they're phasing them out. But Scott, what would you prefer? The 40s of like just the shit malt liquor or the stovepipe cans of some craft brews?
You already know the answer to that. Come on. Give me the stovetop can.
Shout out the old English.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm here for some cheap 40 ounces if that's what it is. But I mean, given the choice, like especially if I'm not paying for it, like I'm not gonna ever choose.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm talking like you go to the store. Like that's why I thought you'd kind of go for the 40s, just on the fact that like, hey, I
Damn,
could
he's
get.
calling you cheap.
I could spend
That's
I could
crazy.
spend $3 for this 19.2% or 19.2 ouncer, or I could spend $3 on this 40 ouncer, and I'm gonna get way more fucked up on it.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're talking about we're just going to some like party, some just like yeah, I'm not drinking a big old 19-ounce fucking craft beer. No, like if we're just trying to get fucked up, give me 40 ounces of.
No, you just get a
beer.
4 Loco and you're dead by you get there.
Oh, I don't want to
Simple.
die, so yeah, I'm gonna stick to like.
But
the
like
40 ounces of
fantasy
Bud
football
Light.
death, like
The streak continues.
There it
Caesar.
is.
fantasy football death,
Fantasy
like this year,
football.
Mike Williams dead. Closest. Who else has died this year in fantasy football? I don't know. I just know Mike Williams died because he was on my team, but he died.
Matt Barr said he's drinking a NAR Shredder, 8.6% New England double IPA, banging now that my parents are staying at my brother's.
What makes it New England?
New England IPA is the style. It's like more hazy. It's not like a true IPA is very hop heavy.
Is it actually from India?
No. Well, the style is. The reason
Okay. Shout out the Indians.
IPA.
Wow.
Do you really want the history of an IPA beer?
Yeah.
Is that for real?
No, I'm not trolling. I'm being for real.
They
On
put
draw.
extra hops in it
Right.
to try to transport it longer distances because back in the day, so if they put extra hops in it so that by the time it got to its arrival, it had a decent flavor still. So IPAs are very hoppy beers. So that's why it's an IPA.
That's fire. That's hard. Shout out Indians. Shout out IPAs. I'll get one next week.
Shout out Indians.
I heard they added more hops to it. If you get that reference, you're a dog.
More hops.
Fellas,
added more hops to it.
let's start the show with a little football talk. So we kind of talked about it at the top of the show. Cesar and I both had terrible days. Caesar's Texas Longhorns lose to Oklahoma in the Red River Shootout. By the way, Cesar, when are they going to change this back to the Red River Shootout? Because, like, this is some bullshit, man. I'm not calling it the Red River Rivalry. That's way too hard to say. I'm not calling it the Red River Showdown. It's the Red River Shootout. Like, can we get back to the roots here?
Bang bang, bitches.
I don't think it's on Texas. Like, I don't think it's on the state of Texas and the state of Oklahoma or the schools themselves. Because, I mean, again, we're in Texas and Oklahoma. I seriously doubt they give a fuck about, like, gun issues. I highly doubt it. I'm more than sure it's the advertisers. Because whenever there's a new fucking advertiser, it becomes something else. But I wish it was a shootout. I remember the fucking graphic from, like, 04 to 06. And it was, like, Red River Shootout, and the O's were the OU logo, and the shootout at the T was the fucking horns. Like, it was hard. I agree. I wish it was that, but it's
Dr.
not.
Pepper.
Yeah, but
Dr. Pepper doesn't give a fuck. They'll sponsor whatever.
yeah, bro. No, they can't tell me shit.
Just throw that Dr. Pepper at the end. We don't give a shit what you call
They're
it.
like,
Yeah.
is it college football related? Then put Dr. Pepper on it. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Doesn't
Dr. Pepper's from Waco, and they're associated to Baylor. That's the last one to be associated to. Fuck our Bryles. Anyways, just saying. Anyways, it's just putting it out there. Just reminding people what Baylor school did to people.
Yes.
saying.
Nobody forgot.
Yeah,
Calm down with your petty in-state rivalries.
We'll never forget.
we'll never forget, bro. Never. Hey, speaking of never forgetting, hey, buddy, the guy that fucking jumped into the fountain. I hope you're okay. I thought you were gonna see this, but someone jumped into the fucking 9/11 memorial like fountain, bro.
I saw that, and the
and
dude
then they
was like
jumped low. They
peeking
jumped deep
down.
into the
He was like
hole.
peeking down into the hole. Dude, that was crazy. You got to be doing a lot of drugs to jump into the 9/11 memorial fountain and peek down into the hole. That's some crazy shit, man. That's some
Yeah,
crazy
bro.
shit.
It was
A
crazy.
lot of drugs, he says.
He's a hell of a drug.
Hang on. I'm offended by this, and I don't understand what this is all about. But Matt said Dr. Pepper cares enough to not sponsor y'all since Mike wants to be.
Damn.
uppity.
I like Dr. Pepper.
Why?
I was, just gonna say,
how
was
am I
anybody who
being-
was being uppity?
Yeah,
I don't know
how
what
was
uppity
I
means.
being uppity? I didn't think I was being uppity.
Take
I
your
don't know
shame
what
out of
that
here.
is.
Take your shame out of here. That was weak shame. Nobody's being uppity. If Dr. Pepper wants to sponsor this, I'll wear a Dr. Pepper football jersey right now. Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude,
I'll
I always
tattoo Dr. Pepper on the inside of my lower lip. I don't give a fuck.
shout out Dr.
They
Pepper.
want to pay us. Let's go.
Because when I was smaller, I was like, one of these days when I go to college, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna start practicing throwing the ball in the fucking hole. So every conference championship season when I was small, I'd get my pillows and across the room I'd be fucking two-handing it because the girls would always fucking win and it pissed me off because they were two-handing it. But there I was every fucking conference championship season. I'd fucking watch like every year. It could be the fucking, I know they stopped, like they phased out the like Mountain West championship and the Dr. Pepper one, but Big 10, Pac-12, Pac-10 at the time, all of them. I was there watching it with fucking like my eyes glued, just making sure I could take notes. I never made the video because shout out my parents for not making enough because I got my school paid for. But still. But no, yeah, I wish it was Red River.
God, don't just flash that up there and then take it down. Don't you flash that up there and take it down. Read what you just put up on the screen.
Robert Taylor said that I got offended by the word uppity, which I mean, I was offended by the use of the term, and I actually was going to try to figure out a way to,
What was his next comment? What was his next comment?
Well, half offended.
Race card.
What half does that pertain to?
I mean,
The cool one or the oppressive one? Arrogant. Oh, the oppressive one. There you go. Where's the
you
star?
don't want to be an uppity Negro, and that's all I'll say.
Samuel L. Jackson was. Shout out Django. But yeah, I wish it was Red River Shootout. It should be. The state fair is fantastic. Pig races, fried fireball, fried macaroni
Dude, yes,
balls.
hang on. We got to talk about that
It's
because
amazing.
Jenny put that in the Facebook group, and I need to figure out what this is all about. At the Texas State Fair, they have fried fireball shots. Please explain, Cesar, because this blew my mind, and I can't wrap my head around what goes. I mean, I know what goes into a fried fireball shot. It's obviously fireball, but like, what in the Texas is going on?
Dude, it's the Texas State Fair. It's arguably the best state fair in all the land. I'm not even saying that because I'm from Texas and I ride super hard for Texas. But like the amount of shit that comes out of the Texas State Fair is insane. Like fried Oreos popped off, Texas State Fair. Fried other bullshit, Texas State Fair. And now fried fireball shots, Texas State Fair. Like you want to go visit State Big Tex and the Lucchese booths. Those bitches aren't cheap. We all know Lucchese. I would hope. Different bag. But
Scott,
I'm
would
assuming
you do a fried fireball shot.
Yeah. And
What I'm
before Cesar
concerned-
started prattling on about Texas, I was going to co-sign. I've heard many a time about how great the food is and they're like how a bunch of that
Eating
crazy
more
fried
things?
shit. No,
Oh.
a bunch of crazy fried shit started at the Texas State Fair. So yeah,
my only concern about that is that
how dare you, motherfucker?
last year, 2 years ago when I went to watch OU Texas, I was there when they fucking choked the 28-3, 25-3 lead. Like that's why I was so pissed because I got like shades of that. But anyways, the only thing I'm concerned about because I was gonna buy the fried Coke when I was there, but apparently when
What?
yeah, they fried Coke, not like
Oh,
But
yeah. No,
No,
I was
no,
just gonna
no,
say
no,
that's
no.
what it took me a second when you said
No.
fried Coke. I'm like, whoa,
no,
damn.
fried
They were
Coca-Cola.
frying everything.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
fried
like, holy
Coca-Cola.
shit.
So obviously they mix it in with like the dough. I assume it's a light dough, but in the frying process, apparently it just gets like the flavor of the syrup, which is too strong or some shit, so it doesn't taste the best. So I'm assuming when you fry the fireball, that like the alcohol's gonna dissipate, and you're not gonna get fucked up.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
because,
I
like,
would think
whenever
so.
you do like beer battered something, like the alcohol gets cooked off. So that
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
That was the
it's
fucking
like-
point.
It's like rum balls. You're not getting wasted off rum balls.
so that's what I don't understand. Is this just dumb people like me who are like fried fireball? Fuck yeah,
Yes,
let's
more or
get
less,
it.
it's just a
Fatty
novelty.
shit.
It's 100% the novelty.
Yeah.
Like, fried Oreos became a novelty. You can make that at your fucking crib right now. Like it's not that deep.
But
But I
fried
mean-
Oreos are good though.
I mean,
They're
yeah,
fucking
fried
amazing.
Oreos are delicious.
But that's
saying
substance.
if you're-
Substance.
if
Like
you're right, if
frying liquids is just weird.
The fried Twinkies were good.
fried,
Yeah, that works.
I
again,
had
yeah,
that.
that's a food. Like
The fried lobster mac and
and
cheese
the
balls were
fact
also
that it's
amazing.
Booze is what people are turning. I'm in. If you're telling me you're gonna deep fry booze and give it to me, yes, absolutely, I'm in. Sign me up all day long. I would need all of those if I was a Texas fan on Saturday. Because good lord, man, I don't know.
What?
You said you hit the wall. Literally,
Let me stretch.
Let me cook.
Let me cook. So
clear out. He's got the ISO.
game. I
Oh,
fucking.
God.
What's that shit that Kobe would do that LeBron's making fun of? Fucking get the fuck off the court. It's my ball. So all right. My friends show up. It's time for kick, and they're like, "Hey, you nervous?" I'm like, "Fuck no. Like, I think we'll be fine." Like on paper, Texas is so much better than Oklahoma in every facet of the game. It just depends if Q shows up early and he doesn't fuck up because he's a second half guy. I'm a fucking wizard. Well, I'm gonna stop sucking my dick, right? So We get the ball, and I knew something was off rip because that first kickoff, if you watch the highlights again, which I doubt any of you are gonna do, but if you go watch the opening
Nope.
kick, yeah, I know. You go watch that opening kick. Savion
We
Red.
watched the game
It's
live.
it's the first time Savion Red was back there with Xavier Worthy to run kicks. Savion Red catches the ball, and he looks towards Xavier Worthy, and he like pump fakes. There was fucking no one in front of Xavier Worthy. If had he just that play was designed to be a trick play for Red to throw the ball to Worthy and Worthy to go to the crib or at least to the fucking 50. He fucking like he pussied out. He didn't do it. We went to the 25. I saw that. My heart went to my ass, and I was like, "Oh no, this is gonna be a game." That shit happens 2 plays later. Quinn Ewers throws a fucking interception to some dumb fuck who fucks his cousin. They score a touchdown.
Hey Cesar, I
Fucking-
usually like it when you're like stir frying, but this is like you slow cooking. Could we speed up this process? we haven't gotten past the opening kickoff, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you.
Let's move it along.
Well, this is where I knew that shit was hitting the fan, and then shit continued to
This
hit
is
the
exactly why I wanted a Mookie and the dog like recapping college football because Caesar would have the room to do that.
fan. Yeah,
Put on that crock pot, baby. and
What
just
the
let
fuck
that
did the
slow-
Russo
let
say,
that meat
or what did the
tenderize,
fucking
you know?
what did the directors of Roman Reigns said this at the last? Hey, shout out Fastlane, shout out Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, tag team champions. Anyways, I couldn't even.
Wait, hold on. Before you go on, I saw something posted. Did I get fooled by the internet that Vince McMahon's who's his son? Shane McMahon.
Shane.
Shane McMahon's kid plays for Indiana and was at Fastlane. Is
Oh
that
yeah,
true?
he was right behind him. He was behind Michael Cole and Corey
Shane
Graves.
McMahon's kid.
Yeah,
played
Shane O'Mac.
football at Indiana. Did you know that, Scott? Did you
Hell
know
no,
that
not
was
until I saw that thing, and I thought that was fake too. I was like, "Oh, this looks like it's some bullshit." Like I saw the picture, and I'm like, "That doesn't sound real." I was like,
It
"Wait a minute,
couldn't. I was
Shane
like, this
doesn't
kid-
even have a kid." I'm not falling for this internet. Nice try.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, no, you ain't get me. I'm not throwing a like on this one. I'm not
Yeah,
throwing a wow.
no.
Dude,
nope,
Shane
nothing.
O'Mac's son
I
is
am getting
crazy.
hooked by this one.
Shane O'Mac's son. That's crazy.
That's wild.
That
Continue.
is
There's
crazy.
6 fucking plays that define that fucking game. The kickoff, which I took 4 minutes on, but then they rushed me so rudely. The 4 fucking plays that they ran from the goal line that led to fucking nowhere. First down, you run the ball. Jonathan Brooks, he had been so the whole game. Second down, same thing. Third, like, bro, the defensive lineman hasn't checked out. No shit, they know what we're gonna fucking do. I'm yelling at the TV, Sark, do something else. Play action, something, please. We had Vanilla Vic last week. We didn't run him at all.
Vanilla Vic.
Yeah, bro, shit pissed me off. And then at the end, like we score the field goal, whatever. At the end of the game,
Does Vanilla Vic like kill cats or?
I don't know what the fuck he does. We didn't throw. He threw fucking 3 interceptions.
Okay, go ahead.
So then it's like first and some bullshit. And Malik Muhammad, our corner, because Ryan Watts couldn't play, bro. He was further back than the Border Patrol agents are on the border when they see a migrant coming towards them. Like, he was fucking 50 yards away from the receiver. They got the first down like nothing. And Dylan Gabriel had to have the game of his career for Texas to win, and Quinn Ewers just had to play decent. Quinn Ewers played good, and Dylan Gabriel had the fucking game of his career. That is like that little kid one time. Players, you gave your hearts, except for the first quarter. But that was on the coaches. The coaches suck.
I gotta be honest. In that whole recap, I recognize one name. I recognize Quinn Ewers, and outside of that, I'm just like, that's a guy.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel, bullshit.
That's a
Steve
guy.
Sarkisian, pussy.
Oh, I know, Sark.
I was gonna say
we should
Sarkisian
have
was
just-
the only name I knew in that whole tirade.
It's because I know ball.
Sark, because I'm too hung up on Vanilla Vic, and I can't get past that.
My favorite troll Texas like account on Twitter, Doc. He calls Quinn Ewers Vanilla Vic. It's like MAGA Messi.
Rex Million said Vanilla Vic breeds AKC dogs and sells them for $5,000 a dog.
I'm just glad we can control our destiny. Like, yeah, sure, we fucking lost, but we can still we played fucking the South Harmon Institute of Technology fucking the rest of the way. Like, we should be fine. We should make it to the Big
Can't
12
put that one
championship
on a shirt.
undefeated.
That's probably copyrighted.
Huh?
And we can't put that one on a shirt. That's probably copyrighted.
Yeah, no, we can't put that on there. But I'm glad y'all caught the reference.
I got the reference.
Yeah.
So you control your own destiny, and that's great. Scott.
Tyson says, "Who cares? Texas isn't going to win the national championship." Spoiler: Georgia is.
We don't know. Carson Beck is very 50-50 here, but they're playing Saratoga State, so we don't fucking know who they play.
Saratoga.
They're playing the fucking Tamaulipas Tex, so we're good. Tamaulipas is a state in Mexico.
Caesar's boys, they control their own destiny. My
Yeah,
team
because
is
we
out.
play a bunch
Notre
of fucking
Dame is
dipshits.
eliminated from playoff contention. We're done. There's no chance.
Quack, quack, quack.
For Notre Dame. Louisville has now beat a top 10 program in back-to-back seasons for the first time in Louisville history. They have never won against a top 10 team in back-to-back seasons ever in program history. This year they beat Notre Dame, whose quarterback is Sam Hartman. Last year, they beat Wake Forest, whose quarterback was Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman is the link that is tied to this pain of Louisville taking down Notre Dame over the weekend. I'm crushed. And dude, Scott, this is what hurt the most. Immediately after that game, actually before the game even ended, it was probably like mid-third quarter, I started getting the texts.
Of course.
But it's beyond just the normal text, Scott. Beyond the normal, like this one's over, this one's done. These texts are worrisome. It was, do you think it's time that we reconsider Freeman? I think it's time Freeman's got to go.
What?
Freeman needs to go. They are firing Freeman midway through the third quarter of that game, Scott. You thought Ty didn't get a good shot at Notre Dame. Freeman is getting destroyed.
Well, that sounds about right. Get his black ass up out of there. If y'all don't like it, go back to Africa.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I thought Louisville should have been favored in that game. I know it sounds crazy, but they should have. Notre Dame was coming off two crazy emotional ass games, and then back-to-back road games on top of that. And then Louisville's no fucking slouch either. They're like a better Wyoming.
Don't even and that's not even taking into account, Cesar, that they're now playing USC this weekend. Like
yeah,
it was set up. I even told a dude earlier this week, like, this is all the makings of a trap game for Notre Dame, and they fell into it. It's disappointing. It sucks. Better luck next year, right? Like I've been saying that for 38 years. So fuck it. Yeah. One more time around. Maybe next year's.
You can't fire your coach though. Like there's no way. College coaches, I think.
You think? Do you know Notre Dame fans? Have you met Notre Dame fans?
No, but that'd be fucking dumb. You're setting the program back.
Have you met
Notre Dame fans?
Yeah,
you're setting back Notre Dame 5 to 7 years if you do that shit. You give a coach bare minimum 3 to 4 years in college at least.
Have you met Notre Dame fans?
Yeah, sure. He's black, so we take away a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say you take away at least a year, probably a year and a half. That's why we're already getting it in the third quarter of this game. They're like,
why the fuck did I forget his name?
Oh.
You just said it.
Freeman?
Yeah, Marcus Freeman. There you go. What the fuck happened to me there? God damn, I started crying again. Sorry.
Did you stroke out?
Yeah, dude, low key. Quite a stroke recently, and they survived. Oh, Lee Corso. Shout out Lee Corso. He had a stroke a long ass time ago, and I just found out about it when you
just found out about it.
I was gonna go
when he said
I was
that
gonna
shit.
go Mitch McConnell when he said who had a stroke.
Oh,
recently.
bro. We told my grandpa about that shit because my grandpa's like he's what is it called? Intermediate, not an intermediate. Independent, I guess.
Independent, okay.
Yeah, he's like me. We're independent. We don't give a fuck. We just pick the lesser poison. And I was like, hey, Grandpa, you could be president. And I was like, why? And I was like, bro, you're only like 3 years older than Trump and Biden. Like, run, fuck it. You'll get the Mexicans, fuck it.
You'll get the Mexicans, fuck it.
Yeah.
That'd be a great slogan campaign.
You'll get the Mexicans, fuck it.
Campaign slogan. Just have that in a minute. We'll get the Mexicans, fuck it.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. We'll get the Mexicans. And then he was like, chinga, no, I'm too old, mijo. And I'm like, no shot. Did you see Mitch McConnell have a fucking stroke on TV? You watch Fox News. I know you do. And he's there and he's like, no, man, just thought he got scared or something. I was like, no, Grandpa, he's watching the teleprompter and just fucking there frozen. And And he was like, "Pues chinga, I can do a better job than that, pendejo."
Rex Amelia said we need Caesar's grandpa on a campaign shirt. I would love to see that.
We'll get the
Also,
Mexicans. Fuck
I
it.
want to get your grandpa on the show, Caesar. I just want your grandpa to hang out one week with us.
I'll try.
Just
He's
tell
not
stories.
hip with the tech, but no, dude. That guy's different. He's crazy.
It's
When they say he's him, he's him.
It sounds amazing.
So he's a little racist, though.
was-
I'm not gonna lie. He's a little racist. He
He's
grew
a
up in the
little
30s and 40s. He's a
All
little racist.
grandparents are somewhat
He's a little
racist.
racist.
Like
He's a
I
little
don't know.
racist.
I don't know.
Grandparents, I wouldn't even go that far with it in age. Just people in general, all people, they're a little racist.
Everybody's a
We're all
little bit racist.
Like
Yeah.
the first time he saw a mixed couple in the movie, he was like, "What the fuck is all that shit about?" I was like, "Hey, Grandpa, the times are changing, man." He's like, "Chinga,
Wait,
mijo."
wait. When you say mixed, you mean like white Mexican? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, not even
Okay,
white and black. It was
okay.
white and Mexican.
Yes.
He was like, "What the fuck is all this shit about?" Then we're watching What Would You Do with John Quinones,
Oh my god.
Oh,
and it was a
great show.
mixed black and white couple, and I was like, he's like, "Chinga, I think it looks weird as shit, but let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. I don't give a fuck. So what if it looks weird?" It's like innocent
Weird as
racism.
Innocent racism. I like that as a category.
Yeah, like he doesn't give
I'm
a shit, but he's like,
racist, but it's innocent.
like he doesn't mean harm by it.
Racist, but like, not do you like?
Yeah, like I'm gonna let you cook.
Fine, I'm not
but
gonna
I-
stop you from. I'm not gonna like it, but I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm
from
gonna think it's weird, but I mean you can do it.
It was a weird time as you were talking about your grandpa not agreeing with a mixed race couple. for
He
me to
does
throw
now.
out
He
Matt
fucks with it
Barr's-
now.
For me to throw out Matt Barr's comment.
Hell
of
yeah, let's go. And how much is gonna change?
Seemed like
presidents
Matt
we've
Barr
had?
was co-signing that, and that's not what I meant to do. But then he followed it up with Scott is half racist. So there we go. I feel like Scott's full racist. Both.
Hey, I was just gonna say what we were talking about. They're like we just said everybody's a little bit racist. I'm like I get 2 parts racism, right? Like so that's how that math works.
It's just different racisms for you, Scott. Caesar Biscuit said he just got here. He's still at work. Do you have better lighting, or did you dye your hair? It looks more red.
So I dye my hair every March before my birthday because I went out this one time in Austin. The girl said she liked my brown hair, so every March I dye it. So yeah, it's just now it's more evident because I'm outside doing like curbside and fucking getting carts and shit. So the light kind of picks it up. So yeah, I did dye my hair, but it's been months. As you can tell, the sides are like my actual dark brown as bean color, and the top's light brown. Shout out the beans though.
We're talking about Louisville beating Notre Dame. There is some
Shout out the beans though. You know what? Speaking of beans,
That's
that's
some
crazy.
beans though.
Because in Laredo, there's like a bird watching festival, and then what was even the craziest was that like I saw like a blue jay and a cardinal. I was like, when the fuck have I ever seen a cardinal? The only cardinal that comes to mind is Louisville. There you go. You could go to yourself.
There you go.
I
Okay.
threw an alley up there.
That was a Mookie transition if I've ever heard one, man.
Hey, look, I put a real story in there, not fake news.
I wanted to talk about ACC because there is rumors that the ACC is currently vetting some additional schools
Who?
to bring
Who's
into
left?
the ACC. They are looking at bringing in potentially USF,
Huh?
Tulane,
Oh, let's go! Let's go,
Memphis.
Tulane!
UAB, ECU, and Tulsa. Those are the teams that are rumored to being vetted by the ACC. Now, college football fans are split on this because they're like, okay, either the ACC is trying to like build up and reach out to like get to that SEC, Big 10, Big 12 level with all of these teams, or they're preparing for a mass exodus. So people are now convinced, and I guess we maybe should probably let's do this properly and get some conspiracy theories around this. Where's the conspiracy theory music? There it is. Appreciate you're a good teammate. They are thinking that this is a signal that Clemson, Florida State, Virginia, and North Carolina have figured out the way out of the ACC. They've been talking. They've been called the Block of Four that have wanted better distribution of the TV rights. They were the first ones that were like, whoa. There's some shit going on, and we need to figure our shit out. We need more money to be able to compete with them. So if you don't redistribute this wealth a little bit here, ACC, we're out. We're going to find our way out. And the ACC was like, bitch, you can't get out until this ESPN deal's up in 2036. So go ahead, try. You can leave if you want to, but it ain't going to be for a long time. And by then, all of these dominoes are already fallen. So they think that those 4 teams have been meeting with lawyers, figuring out a way out. And they think that perhaps them finally starting to look at some of these group of 5 teams is an indication that those 4 teams have found their way out. And now they're trying to replace them so that the ACC does not become the Pac-12. Scott, initial thoughts to the ACC either expanding by adding these teams or completely crumbling and becoming a group of 5 team?
Yeah, they're going to completely crumble and become a group of 5. But I do think it's cute that they're trying to hold on. Like, they're going down with a fight better than the Pac-12. Just like, yeah, well, they got us. Like, pack it in, folks. Like, we'll just do what the name says on the door. Just we'll turn the lights off. So, I mean, it's cool to see them fight, but yeah, it sounds like they either know something or the writing's on the wall and they've been tipped off somehow.
Is that what you think? Do you think it's more along the mass exodus side and not on the, hey, we're just trying to bring in some extra teams. We're trying to build up this conference.
I think it's the mass exodus side.
Man, What does this mean for Notre Dame? Gabe's asking, does that mean that Notre Dame plays whoever they want if that happens? Dude, is this – okay, I've been saying all along, you have to see what happens with the ACC because Notre Dame's got a foot in the door with the ACC. They play 5 games a year against the ACC. All other sports are in the ACC. If something happens to the ACC, that's going to force Notre Dame's hand. They're going to have to fully join some conference somewhere. And it better not be the fucking ACC if like Clemson and Florida State and Virginia, because that would be just my luck. Is Notre Dame's finally like, okay, you know what? We'll do it. We're no longer independent. We're joining the ACC, and then Clemson, Florida State, Virginia, North Carolina are like, hey, okay, that's cool. Have fun with Tulane. Put fucking ECU.
Yeah, that's not fun. Tulane's gonna beat your ass some years. The wave go crazy. Tajay Spears, fucking their quarterback, they're gonna beat your ass some years.
Robert's saying nobody cares about ND. Jesus, dude. First of all, Jesus does care about Notre Dame. That's first off. But second of all,
I got beef with Jesus right now. Speaking of Israel,
this is a big deal in college football. Notre Dame is a huge domino that will decide the direction of college football going forward. Like you can debate that if you want, but it's an absolute fact. Yeah, when Notre Dame decides to join a conference, college football, it will completely be different. Like it will never be the same again, ever. Like, period. And that's
we said that when Texas and Oklahoma. It's whenever these big schools, those like top 50 schools, do something that has the potential to change shit. If I'm Notre Dame, you might not like this because of the geography. And Notre Dame does what Notre Dame wants, and they always want to swing dick. Why don't you just join the fucking Big 12?
No, they're going to join the Big 10. Notre Dame's going to join the Big 10 because
you won't swing dick as much as you do now, though.
You have to. They're going to. You don't understand. Like, listen, Notre Dame is a school that's like all about tradition and blah, blah, blah. And we've got our rivalries. We got to play Navy because they saved our school 100 years ago and blah, blah, blah. That's why they play Navy. Notre Dame is just steeped in tradition, right? USC is in the fucking Big 10 now. Michigan, a historical rival, is in the Big 10. Michigan State is in the Big 10. Like, a ton of Notre Dame's rivals are in the Big 10. That's where they're going to go. When their hand is finally forced, Notre Dame to the Big 10, book it. Like it's gonna happen. That's the conference that they end up in. They don't end up anywhere else.
I would hope, but ego is a big thing. Texas should have been a part of the fucking Pac-16 fucking 15 years ago, and they didn't. Why? Because the Lost Dodds cared more about his bread than he did about the program. But we're in the SEC now, so I guess in hindsight that was a good decision. But I don't know. I would hope they join the Big 10, but it would not surprise me one bit if they joined the ACC or the Big 12.
I don't think they go Big 12. I don't think they would be. I don't think Notre Dame wants to be in a perceived as a lesser conference. Because if you're looking at the Big 10, if everything crumbles, right, and all you've got left is the Big 10, the SEC, and the Big 12.
Oh, the Big 12's not even close to the top 2.
Right. Notre Dame doesn't want to be in that bottom conference. They want to be in one of the top conferences, period. Like just from a money perspective, the money in the Big 10 and the SEC is going to be so much better than the Big 12. Tyson said, if Jesus cares about Notre Dame, why do they lose so much?
What is that shit? What is that fucking phrase? I do all things that strengthen me through him. Philippians 4:13.
And then Whitey said, maybe it's time to threaten Jesus to help. Put up a cross on campus with a big reserved sign on it. All right, let's stop talking Notre Dame then. Let's talk about the other college program that everybody cares about. Colorado, Scott. There was an anonymous Pac-12 coach who said that Shedeur Sanders.
Anonymous means I'm pussy. We need to stop with this anonymous
seriously.
bullshit. You got to put your name on the line. Sark, he's out here saying I was an alcoholic. I don't give a fuck. I'm rocking now.
Whoa, hold on.
Coaches to stop being pussies.
Sark can't like hide that. The dude was drunk at like events at USC. It's not like he could be like, oh no, I wasn't.
He very much input the same phrase I would. Fuck it, we ball. I'm a drink.
There's an anonymous Pac-12 coach who said that Shedeur Sanders, who took back-to-back sacks, he said that Deion is telling him to take sacks to preserve his completion percentage. He's got like the second highest completion percentage in college football. Scott, what do you make of this anonymous Pac-12 coach saying that Deion is forcing his son to take sacks for stat padding purposes?
I need to look for the white coaches of the Pac-12.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm like, you can eliminate all the coaches of color, all one of them. Like, there's no way that wow, what a shitty thing to say. Like, and be anonymous with it. Like, come on, man, if you're gonna make that bold of a claim, like, you definitely got to put your fucking name on it. Like, what were all those coaches at the beginning of the season who were popping off and talking shit about what Deion was doing with the sunglasses and all that shit.
You know who it was?
At least those fuckers owned it. Like, you can't be out here talking shit, but be like, oh, but off the record, he's padding stats with his son. Like, get the fuck
Dude, that shit
here,
sounds
man.
like Dan Lanning 1000%.
That's so weak, man.
Dan Lanning is like the #1 Colorado hater when it comes to coaches in the fucking Pac-12. He's always talking shit about him, which I get, right? They're taking like your whole flow. They're saying your whole flow word for word, bar for bar. But still,
I feel
like
Lanning lashed out already at Deion. Like, he doesn't need to be in.
I'm looking through the coaches. It wasn't Kyle Whittingham at Utah. He just cares about Utah. He doesn't give a fuck what else you're doing. Lincoln Riley, he's a snake in himself. So I thought he's gonna do it.
Say it out loud. He wouldn't be anonymous.
Kalen DeBoer. I don't even know who the fuck he is, so he doesn't have a big of a mouth to do it. Jonathan Smith, Oregon State. You're an Oregon State, bro. You got to deal with Oregon. Chip Kelly, doubt it, because Mariota would take sacks all the fucking time. Dan Lanning, I think it's Dan Lanning. Deion Sanders, that's his dad, so I doubt it unless his dad was talking shit. Kenny Dillingham from Arizona State.
That would be funny if Deion anonymously was like, you know what I think they're doing over there, just to fuck with people. And then you got to wonder, are they doing it? Or is it like, was it Deion? Did Deion fucking, is that what they're doing? He's like, yeah, I guess you motherfuckers will never know.
Dude, I could totally see Deion doing
That'd be some ultimate
being...
4D chess.
He's like, I just want to see
Shedeur,
how
you see what they're saying about you, Shedeur?
I want to see how he reacts to this.
Right,
that
yeah.
bitch for fucking 5,000 next game.
He's
Fuck
like
him.
he's the anti Nick Saban. Nick Saban's out here talking about rat poison and ignoring the media. Deion's like, do you see what the fuck they said about you, son?
Hell yeah.
Bullshit. You better step up now.
Don't be no bitch, son. Don't be no bitch. You better go out there and ball. They're trying to call you out. They said you just take sacks like a bitch.
Dad, I read the article. He never said bitch. No, he said it. He said it.
Nah, he said it. He implied it. He implied that you was a bitch.
He said you're a big ass bitch and you suck.
Oh, he made it personal. It's personal.
He said you ain't nothing like your daddy. I don't know, man. I thought it was out of pocket, but shit, that's what it said in the article. Like, I'm just quoting him.
He said you got a little dick too. I don't know. That's just what I heard. He said you got a little dick. I don't know, man.
They said your watch was fake.
Definitely said your watch is fake. Definitely said your dick ain't as big as your daddy's.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to tell your son. Yo, bro, your dick isn't as big as it.
No, but that's what the article said. The article said.
Oh yeah,
it was an anonymous Pac-12 coach who said that you come quick. I don't know what they said. That's what they said. That's what they said.
But you know he's a bitch though, because I mean he didn't put his name on it. He's calling you a bitch, but ain't got the nerve enough to put his name on it. That's just real bitch shit, son. But I mean, I don't know. If I was you, I'd go out there and prove this bitch wrong and not be a bitch, son. Just saying. Oh, that's how Dion operates.
Another thing about
fuck.
Shedeur that not it wasn't anything about Shedeur. It was just more Shedeur went to the student section, like did his whole watch celebration. Hard as shit, right? And the next day I saw some people on Twitter be like, oh, like it's some why is he being so cocky and arrogant? Dude, if fucking Kyle Trask or fucking what's that piece of shit that drinks mayo in his coffee? If Will Levis did that shit, he'd be eating it up. He's so passionate, cares so much about the game. Bro, shut the fuck up. Y'all just dick riders for white quarterbacks who aren't athletic.
I can't quite put my finger on why though it would be okay for those guys to do it. There's
Will Levis throws it past 4 yards, bro.
There's not something white about it, but I can't quite figure it out. Let's do the oh shit, I gotta pull everything up here. We should do the wise guys poll now so that we can get that going here. If I can fucking find it.
Damn it, Joe.
Joe is killing me, bro.
Motherfuck. Every couple of weeks, Joe just falls flat on his face. Here we go again. God damn
Speaking of falling on their face, this fucking stupid ass bitch at work fell on her face and I laughed. I didn't even help her up. I was like, that's what you get for bitching on my coworkers, bitch. And I walked away and dropped off the order. What's the code on your order, please? Thank you. Have a good one.
Cesar being a good teammate, filling time.
Yeah, bro.
my god, dude.
And then you have these bitches like how does shit, right? Would you like a jacket? I like more than just a jacket, Mika.
Let's do our wise guys poll. This is the wise guys top 10 for week 7. Lot of changes after Notre Dame and Texas lose this weekend. We start off at number 10, North Carolina at plus 10,000 odds to win the national championship. 10,000 is an insane number. That's ridiculous. Number 9, USC. They fell again.
Whoa.
Plus
Whoa.
2,500.
Almost lost to Arizona.
The prophet has lied to us.
It's crazy. I thought USC at number 5 at plus 1,400 is what we would see forever. They've now fallen in 2 straight weeks. Number 8, Alabama at plus 2,000. There's your boy Scott, just hanging in there, just hanging around.
They're gonna find themselves in the top 4. You can believe it.
Texas falls into number 7 after being at like plus 7.
I like where we're at here.
They're
Seeing
plus
the big ass
1,800.
orange picture scared me way too much.
Yeah, you're good here. Plus 1,800. If you can figure out a way to sneak in, maybe you got a shot. Number 6, we got a tie with Oregon and Oklahoma at plus 1,400. So Oklahoma just barely beat Texas after beating them in the Red River rivalry showdown thing. Number 5, we got a tie, Penn State and Washington. Both
Michael
at plus
Penix
1,200.
goes crazy, bro.
Penix is good, man. Penix is real good. Washington is sneaky, bro. Utah will still win the Pac-12. Number 4, this week in the Wise Guys top 10. Number 4, a shocker here. Ohio State at plus 900 after handling Maryland. Maryland hung tight with them for a little bit, but Ohio State pulled away. Plus 900 for OSU. Number 3, Florida State at plus 800. And then the top 2 remain unchanged. Odds slightly different. Michigan, number 2 at plus 340, and Georgia, number 1 at plus 260.
I think Michigan is winning it all, dude. They look so fucking good. It's crazy.
Do you think you said Georgia?
Michigan.
Scott, what do you make of this top 4?
Looks good. I like it.
I mean, it's
Just missing Alabama when Florida State falls on their face.
Is that out of these 4? Is that who you think falters this Florida?
Oh
State?
yeah. You know we gotta have the traditional 4 from the last couple of years.
Well, here's the thing: Florida State doesn't have like anybody left. Like they already got past Clemson, so there's really nobody left in the ACC. I mean, I guess Louisville.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, I was just gonna say, I was like, you say that, but I mean, Notre Dame just fell on their face, so it can happen. Florida State.
I have a question about falling on their face. I noticed a specific school that was once undefeated is no longer on here, and that's the University of Miami Hurricanes.
Yes. Game asked, when are we talking about the U? Okay, that's your Wise Guys top 10 for the week. Hang on, because we do have to talk about the U. Scott, I don't know if you
Please tell
saw.
me you saw this, Scott.
Please tell me, Scott, that you saw what happened in the Miami game over the weekend. Please tell me.
Oh, where they didn't go
didn't.
for it and ran the extra play when they could have just kneeled, then ran the fucking timeout. Yeah,
It was the
fucking
dumbest thing I have ever seen a coach do. And Mario Cristobal,
It's the second time he fucking does it.
he's done it multiple times. Yes,
It's
he's
the
done it
second
multiple
time
times.
he fucking does it. He did the
Yeah,
same
dude,
shit at
that's-
Oregon against Stanford.
You
And
gotta
Stanford ended
fire.
up winning in fucking overtime against Oregon. I couldn't believe it when I saw it then.
At least Marcus Freeman knows when to get in the victory formation. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It doesn't happen too often, but we know when to do it. Okay, that's all.
I'd much rather have the 10 guys on defense on the last play than fucking not know how to kneel the fucking ball. Dude, I saw that shit and I was like, oh, who's your head coach again? And I was like, oh, why is this even a fucking question? It's Mario Cristobal. I could not. Like, it was, dude, how the fuck? And rumors are that, oh, because the running back was a couple yards away from his first 100-yard game. I don't give a fuck. Do that next game, buddy.
Yeah.
Run harder next time. Run like Pacheco, or use all that wasted movement where you're fucking flipping your arms everywhere and shit. Oh my god, dude. What a poverty like institution.
It's okay. Listen. All right, here we go, fellas. This is it. Sip, chug, drain, pour. Losing the way Notre Dame did, getting blown out by a team you shouldn't lose to. Losing the way Texas did to your arch rival on a last-second long drive. Or losing the way Miami did, where you fumble the ball instead of kneeling it, and the other team beats you at home. Scott,
What's the scale on this? Like you're sipping the one you'd rather go through the most?
Sipping the one you'd rather experience the most. Yes. Drain.
Yeah, so I'm sipping Notre Dame because I mean we've all had our team get beat by teams that had no business beating us. That's fine. Like that, it sucks, but we've all been there. I am. Oof. I don't know, man. Like
I have the answer for this.
That is so perfect. Of just both of these are rough, man.
No,
seriously, I like chugging either one of them is just like, damn. I don't.
As someone who's seen the fumble fucking happen in front of them, it's way worse losing that way than the way Texas did. Dude, I promise you.
I mean, I guess I got to chug because again, I definitely have lost to a team that I really hate and don't want to lose to. So I'm
the fucking Seahawks.
That. But yeah, I was gonna say in running a play that
you don't need a fucking run.
Yes, like this is like it's so bad because like I'm just sitting there thinking I'm like even the most basic Madden player knows better. Like this is some shit you do when and it always goes bad in Madden, right? If you get cocky and you run the play on fourth down because you're like, oh, I'm whooping this motherfucker's ass. But like, you're winning and times like the only thing that could fuck you is a pick six. And you're like,
throw the pick fucking
and you throw the pick six and you're just like, holy shit. And then, your friend or your brother is all up in your face, just fucking dunking all over you. Oh, that's the worst feeling in the world, dude. That's the worst feeling in the world. I've been there on that Madden tip. Like we've all been there like, fuck, man, I should have just knelt it. I should have just fucking knelt it. But I did twice. Like nobody does it two times. Like if you get dunked on once, then the next time you're kneeling it. No matter how many people call you a bitch. Dion in your ear. Oh, only bitches kneel. You just gonna let this egg. I heard there was a Pac-12 coach calling you a bitch because you kneel when time's running out in Madden. Like even though you could run some more plays, like even if you just be like, all right, well I guess I'm a bitch then, but I'm gonna be a bitch with this W. Like how does Cristobal do it?
Got a little dick.
Like he's sitting there at Miami. He's like, I hear Dion somewhere. He's talking shit. We're running another fucking play. Fuck, it happened again. God damn it.
47.
Like the next day, it'd be like, I'm going to the office. I'm packing up my shit. Why did they tell you fired? Nah, I feel like it's coming. Like you gotta feel like it's coming after that. Like, goddamn, dude.
I am with you. I'm sipping, getting blown out. I am chugging, losing to a rival on a last-second drive, and I am drain pouring my idiot coach not fucking kneeling down, fumbling the ball, and losing to a team that just got beat by Bowling Green. That's a bad look all the way around. That's a terrible look.
That's
Cesar,
the Mario Cristobal experience, because right the next day after that happened, they got a top 100 recruit. Like that's the Mario Cristobal experience. You're watching the game, and if you're not winning by fucking 17,000, you're gonna lose because I want Son to get fucking 100 yards for the first time. Fuck the kid. You can do it next week. It's so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. But yeah, I agree. I think it was the easiest, probably one of the easiest ones for me. Because I've been through all three. I've been through all three. I've gotten fucking blown out by fucking a million. By BYU, actually. Texas got blown out by BYU a while back. Cristobal did that shit at fucking Oregon. And then the stupid shit, and then Oklahoma's done it to me twice in the last fucking 4 years. So oof. Yeah, oof. Yeah, oof indeed. Not just oof.
Let's shift gears. Let's get rid of this pain for you. Let's not talk about Texas losing to Oklahoma or bring it up anymore. Let's shift gears. Let's talk about NFL.
Hey, Cincinnati.com. We made a fuck ton of money this weekend, man.
Here we go.
McCaffrey under cash.
Son of a bitch.
Let's go, motherfuckers. Team money won.
You
can talk about the Cowboys getting blown out. No, you can talk about the Cowboys getting blown out. I don't give a fuck. Team money won.
There it is.
Team money won. Look, once I started taking props on the NFL, shit, I still bleed navy blue and white and silver and all the other those fucking colors we wear. But shit, I'm more worried about the green.
Scott, your Niners went ham on the Cowboys.
Yeah, bro.
The
only thing I will say, I'm gonna say one thing. George Kittle's a fucking goob. Yeah, there you go.
Because
he's a fucking
Dallas shirt underneath his uniform.
What have we done to you? Nothing. We've done nothing to you except steal some Super Bowls.
Hey, you be part of the rivalry, man. It'd be fuck Dallas forever.
Is it a real rivalry though? He's not. How old is he?
I mean, you're right. But we keep whomping your ass. It's not really much of a rivalry.
Turned 30,
but
right?
we still gonna be excited to beat you every fucking time, bro.
He just turned 30, right? He wasn't alive when there was a rivalry.
Nah, dude, the rivalry never dies.
He wasn't fucking alive when there was a rivalry.
No, that rivalry never dies. Even when y'all motherfuckers was trotting out Quincy Carter in the gang, we was still trying to whoop that ass. I don't give a fuck. T.O. standing on the star. T.O. standing on the star.
I just want to know, Scott, on the Team Petty scale from 1 to 10, Kittle jacking up his jersey, revealing a "Fuck Dallas" T-shirt. Where does this rank on the Team Petty scale? Because it's got to be
all-timer. It's a 10. I mean, it's fantastic.
Damn, the Cowboys had a black quarterback.
Wow, dude.
Lavagna? Wow. God damn, no wonder I went by Quincy. No wonder I call him fucking Lavagna. God damn. Why did they name him that shit? Bro, this guy played for the Abilene Rough Riders. That's crazy that he was the Cowboys quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Right around the Drew Henson era.
Oof.
Drew Henson, he says, ooh.
Oh, dude, Quincy Carter last play. Oh, that was in college. Oh, he got drafted when I was born.
Look at dude, trust me. Yeah, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter how good or how bad. Beating the Cowboys is something special every single time, dude. Regular season.
This is the only thing that sucks about being a heel. Is like Texas loses, I get my text from everyone talking all this shit. What about Texas this, Texas that? Texas wins, crickets. Fucking crickets. Fucking crickets. And then I get called an asshole because I'm like, hey, where y'all bitches at now? Huh? You want to talk all this shit quarter, but when we win, fucking silence. Y'all motherfuckers more bigger Texas haters than you are fucking fans of your own school.
Let's bring in Mookie. Mookie, what do you think of George Kittle wearing a "Fuck Dallas" T-shirt under his uniform and showing it off after one of his 3 touchdowns? Scott,
yeah, he put up chingos of points this weekend.
It's just straight up genius, man. Like I love the foresight, but I love the fact that he actually followed through. Like that's the key, right? You gotta be able to get to the end zone and put up them points.
Dog, he went to Iowa. There's not much smartness in there. Of course he was gonna do it.
Hey, his birthday was on Monday too, so it was a big birthday.
The best thing Iowa does is fucking wave to the hospital.
Mookie Tank is very excited to see you. We got a
Tank.
Mookie in all
What's up?
caps. Also, real quick before you react to that, Tank said it's like a Chernobyl explosion of petty. If you fly a helicopter over Kittle this week, the leftover petty radiation will knock it out of the sky.
Is that an Israel joke?
Nope, sure wasn't, Caesar. That was a
Ooh,
Chernobyl
yep,
joke.
Don't touch that one. Don't want to touch that one there,
Mookie,
Cesar.
it's
I'd
good
say
to see
stay
you,
away.
man. How you doing, bud?
Great. I had a brilliant idea, dude. So like we're doing this stuff now where we're doing some fundraising for charity, trying to build some schools in Uganda and whatnot. All good shit. So
Sounds like a money laundering scheme.
please, money laundering. You think I'm smart enough for that shit? Come on. But what I am smart enough is to figure out how we grow our user base, right? Our viewership. So all we got to do is like donate to places to get like on their sponsorship list so that they put our logo and stuff up with like all the other sponsors of like, say, a walkathon. Then people are going to see our stuff, click on our QR code and, be able to come and listen to the show. I guess fucking genius, right?
That's pretty genius, but that means we have to spend money.
But it's for charity. So like,
Yeah,
Still comes out of my wallet.
but
don't you like write that off or
I
something?
also need money, so I mean, I need some.
Hey, we need to get the GoFundMe going for my McRibs. You think I'm gonna pay for that? You think I'm gonna pay for that shit? Hell no.
I mean, if you can't afford a McRib, I think we got bigger problems here.
That bar said Mookie joined the show to play dumb as part of his running money laundering long con.
Hey, man. Hey, this weekend was good for me. So maybe that's what,
Mookie joined and was like, "Hey guys, I've been thinking about it. So we
This
got to
is how-
clean
this
this
is how
money.
we
I
grow the
mean,
show.
grow the viewership. So
Grow
here's
the
what we do."
look, I didn't say it was a prince from Nairobi or anything. I said it's a school in Uganda, man.
That sounds.
Sounds more legit. How about a
Yeah.
school in Springdale,
Arizona?
Ohio?
Oh,
Scott, did you see what the Colts did this week? I'm just bowling past this.
I mean, that's fair because I got to go anyways.
I was gonna
But
say, I was
it's-
like,
Love you,
signing
man.
Jonathan
Yeah,
Taylor.
sit on that
long-term?
idea.
Laters ganger.
It's going to grow on you. Trust me. Like, text me at 1 a.m. when you're sitting there not able to sleep and you're like, holy shit. Mookie
Oh
was
shit!
right,
What
dude.
the fuck was that?
See, exactly. Like, that's the reaction. It's like
Holy
exactly that.
shit. Something touched my legs and I don't like the feeling of that. Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking stand up.
That's what she said.
All right, Mookie. Well, if you're bouncing, it was good seeing you, bud. Thanks for popping
Yeah.
in.
As
Love you,
always, I'll
buddy.
be
We miss
lurking.
you. Come back soon.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
All right, good.
Hold on, wait. Let me do some quick math. 1, 2, 3. I'm only out 3 more shows.
All right, good. Fantastic.
need it for
Also,
my
Halloween is
sanity.
late. We're going late on Halloween, so you might be able to join on Halloween.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because you know what the thing is, like the biggest part about this I noticed about myself is I think I'm becoming like a good person.
Oof.
I don't like it.
Oof.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It works out at the end. Look at Tony Stark.
Nah, I removed him. he hit us with that goodbye. To get into his like, I'm about to break something down and be on here longer voice. He's like, good, thank you. Music is playing at the award show. You gotta get off stage.
Yes, Scott. I think I heard you say that Jim Irsay signed Jonathan Taylor to a deal this
Yes.
week.
Hey, that's good for Osama bin Laden. That's good for us. That's good for my fantasy
He
team.
did. And Jonathan Taylor didn't have to take his black ass back to Africa.
3-year, $42 million deal shortly after Irsay said nobody would miss Jonathan Taylor if he was out of the league forever. It's just poetic justice. Like, no one will miss him if he's gone forever. Give him 3 years, 42. That's fine. Whatever. Fuck. We need this whole year.
They're not. It's funny because it's like that's not even like the problem with the Colts. Like the Colts aren't bad because they were missing him. Like kind of proving his point. Actually, like he proved his own point and then turned around and paid him anyway. So I guess the lesson here is, kids, bitch if you're a running back.
Zach Moss averaged 98 yards a fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, they were fine while he
I
was
mean, good.
gone.
Fuck him,
so-
right? I have JT on my team, so fuck Zach Moss.
No, I have Zach Moss. I have a heavy invested.
Hey, well,
in
it's
Zach
time to
Moss.
sell high,
Hang
buddy.
on, you're
It's time to
not-
sell high.
No,
It's
Scott,
time to
that's
sell
not
high.
fair.
There's no selling
That's
high.
not
The minute
fair,
that
Scott,
that
because you're in a
contract
league
was
where you
signed, I
have
was
to have-
fucked.
You have to have everybody on your team, so that's not fair comparison that you've got Zach Moss. Like you also have guys that you don't know exist in the NFL.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like I got everybody, but I did specifically draft. I remember specifically sitting there like when it got late in the league, and I'm like, huh. I mean, I might as well draft the backups for the Colts. I took both of them because I'm like, one of them's got to stick. For
Yeah, one of them's gonna pop off.
Taylor's gonna be out. I had both of them, and I jettisoned what's his name when he got cut, and then signed with the
Oh,
Browns.
Joe Jackson.
Yeah, when he got cut, I was out. But Moss, I was like, hey, it paid off. But it was completely worthless. It's like people were like, oh, sell high a week ago. I'm like, but everybody knows the deal's about to be done. How am I going to sell high? Who's buying high? Like, I'm not going to get shit
I mean,
for
you
him.
could have gotten like a receiver 2 for him. You could have gotten like maybe like
I just ride him till the wheels fall off. There was nothing to because and last week was the prime example. He went the fuck off, but I mean, if I had sold high, like I would have missed out on that and helped me win because DJ Moore tried to butt fuck me twice on Thursday, and I won both.
Oh my god!
There's your fantasy football segment where Scott and Cesar talk about their fantasy football.
Hey, I went 0-2. We've terrorized 3 teams since then. Ben Madden's coming back.
Basketball.
Boom shakalaka!
That's right. We're talking basketball in the middle of
Wemby looks
October.
crazy.
Not just basketball. We're talking college basketball because it was announced this week that Creighton is giving last year's players Elite 8 rings.
Oh my god!
Yes, exactly, Scott.
That's
That
a
is correct.
team?
Creighton unveiled Elite 8 rings that they are giving to last year's team. They've got the Creighton logo on it. It says Elite 8. On the side, it's got on one side it says March Madness. And
24-13 should not be on a ring.
13, not a great record to have on a ring. And then it's got their name, the Big East Conference, which they did not win, and then 2023. This is the saddest fucking ring I have ever heard.
Dude,
Give out.
I thought the Florida State title rings were the worst.
That's
Here
better.
comes this. Here comes with this motherfucker. Like, yeah, no, they congratulations, Creighton. You now officially have the most pointless ring ever created. No, this is worse than a
Yes,
participation
Rex
trophy.
Million, Rex Million saying it's a participation trophy.
The participation trophy just acknowledges that it happened. This like points out all the reasons why it shouldn't have. Like, this is awful. Oh, I wouldn't want this if I was on that. It's like this is just one big giant reminder of your failure.
Doug McDermott's dad still coaches the team?
Oh yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
That's
He'll be there
crazy.
forever. Yeah, this is just a ring that you get to wear daily to remind you that you didn't make the Final Four. That's all
Oof.
this is like, hey,
Oh,
remember when you lost in the regional championship game? Here you go. Here's a ring to commemorate.
and like you said, it's like, and oh, by the way, you had this very mediocre record, and oh, by the way, you didn't win your conference. Like, it's 3 I would put this in a drawer in the box and never look at it ever again, unless one of my kids came across it someday. Oh, Daddy, what is this? It's like, well, that's a thing. That's a thing that happened. See, and I can remember how mediocre we were because there's all these reminders of it right here on this one piece of jewelry. Like, wait, you ever gonna be out wearing this motherfucker? Like, if your Creighton player was on this team, like, you ever gonna get caught dead wearing that? Or what's that on there? Is that everybody assumes you're a player like that? You're walking around a championship ring. Is that a championship ring? Nah, this is a ring. The time we lost in the Final Four. Also, there you can see our record was just kind of all right. Well, you guys at least won the Big East, right? Nah, didn't do that either. But I don't really know why I got this ring or why I got it on. It's kind of fucking embarrassing, and I'm just now realizing this at this moment. Thanks, kid. Nice.
They came in third in the regular season standings.
Golly.
It wasn't even, and then the best part was they didn't even make the Big East tournament championship game. It was Marquette next. Like they weren't even in that. They weren't even close. They were. There is nothing redeeming about this ring.
I know you want to get on UCF about the national champions. Everybody gets all butthurt about it, but I mean, at least that's like tongue in cheek and kind of has some validity to it. Like, this is fucking all around embarrassing, and they didn't even realize it. Like, they didn't realize how awful this ring would be to like actually possess.
Okay, so I don't have the images, but when I was researching this story before the show, I searched because I saw the article about it, and then I searched to find the images, and I was like, Creighton Elite 8 ring. They've given out rings for Sweet 16s in the past. This isn't the first ring.
Dude.
They've given out rings for just making the Sweet 16.
Oh, wow.
This is the saddest fucking. I feel bad for Creighton now. Oof is right. This whole show is just called oof. There is
that's the name of this episode. Just oof. Everybody's just oofing all over themselves around here. Like, what? Like, now, and then, you know what sucks about that is now when people try to like discount the Big East because it's like, oh, fake Big East, this is restructured Big East, and then this is like, who's in it? And you're like, yeah, Creighton. That kind of shit makes me think, yeah, they might be right. We got schools in the Big East doing that type of participation as bullshit. Like, god damn, you fuck, man. That's
so awful.
That's some like Appalachian State type shit. Like, dude,
Worse.
George Mason, like, hey, we're just happy to get there. Like, it happened once in our history. Like, come on, dude.
I'd understand the Final Four ring if even that you want to read.
Yes, like a Final Four,
Final Four is fine.
Would be acceptable.
But
But anything less is not that. No,
Sweet 16.
Tank said, remember when you kind of not really achieved your goal? That sucked. and Rexamillion, with your point, Scott, if you're like Youngstown State or Austin,
yes, yeah, a school that doesn't have any type of history with that,
even if it's just the first time in school history that you made it.
You made a run and you're in a school that hasn't ever done it, and it was just a miracle type thing, and then the next year you're back down to the bottom of the standings or whatever
like St. Louis.
Yeah, like you just went on a miracle run, but like, come on, Creighton, have some pride. Like, come on, fuck. You put players in the league. What are you doing? What are you doing?
They're like, we're in Omaha, man. Like, what the fuck do you want?
Nebraska?
They're in Nebraska. All right, there's your basketball story for this week. Let's talk some baseball.
Here's the pitch. Oh shit.
Scott, your boys, after dropping game 1 to the Phillies, you said you didn't want the Phillies. You said it's never good to play against the division opponent in the playoffs. They drop game 1, but come back and win game 2 in amazing fashion. You guys were down pretty much the whole game.
I learned a name.
Ended up surging to take the lead after a home run. And then the game ends on an amazing 8-5-3 double play. I'm going out on a limb and saying that was the greatest ending to an MLB playoff game in the history of the sport. There's what would have been a shot off the fence that ties the game. Essentially, it ends up being a double play to end it. It got so rowdy that there is a meteorologist in the Atlanta area who said the seismic activity was on par with an earthquake happening. That's how crazy the stadium got after that 8-5-3 double play. I want to know how crazy the Kaiser household got, because I picture this one of two ways. Either you go fucking apeshit bananas, losing your mind, or everybody else is asleep and you have to just quietly hold it in and celebrate, like going out to the car to yell because you're so excited you don't want to wake up the kids. Which one was
fuck? There's moments in life when your sleeping doesn't align with my celebrations, and that just be it. I don't know what to tell you. The kids, they were still kind of meandering. Jordan came sprinting downstairs because there was more than one moment. Like Riley hit the home run to put them up, And then this play and everything happened so fast. I think I might have celebrated the Riley home run more because the last play was just so frantic. Everything was happening so fast. And then when you realize it happened, it was just like, oh shit, the game's over. And everything just, that was it. So I think the celebration for the Riley homer was actually slightly more, but yeah, I mean, I was freaking out. I was celebrating. And the shittiest part is that after the calm down, it was like, oh, cool. They could still lose the next 2 games and then lose the series and then cement absolutely.
Just not the Dodgers.
The sobering reality of series and baseball. Good time.
You aren't the Dodgers, my boy.
Yeah, no, it could be worse. Could be the fucking Dodgers.
Let's talk about the Dodgers because Clayton Kershaw did what Clayton Kershaw does in game 1 of that Dodgers series. He went 0.1 inning, gave up 6 hits, 6 runs, an ERA of 162.
Oof. 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 Yeah, and then the Dodgers followed it up in game 2 with Bobby Miller not making it out of the 2nd inning. Like they had a record. Like Braves set the record for like that play had never happened. That type of double play to end the game had never happened in postseason history. And also the Dodgers, 2 starters through the first 2 games of a series, having only finished like 2 complete innings, had never happened. They had an ERA of like 145 or something crazy like that, or 45 even, like something just absurd, and it was 2 playoff records.
There's our buddy Brent from 4220. Puked all over himself again. That's a perfect description. Clayton Kershaw. The difference between regular season Clayton Kershaw and postseason Clayton Kershaw is so night and day.
Dude, it is it's not name brand versus oldie. It's name brand versus just like, I mean, it's bad. Like, I don't even know. Like it's like name brand. Like name brand versus soup kitchen.
Rex saying, whoa, you think it would be better than a walk-off grand slam?
Oh, I was gonna correct you. Yeah.
No. I'm not saying it is like as of right now, that's never happened. We've never had a walk-off grand slam in game 7. So sure, that would take the cake. I'm saying
about the David Freese shit in the Cardinals against the Rangers.
Fuck the Cardinals.
Oh, well, I was just thinking of Joe Carter. I mean, just a walk-off home run in a game 7. Like that's still, like that's tough to beat. Walk-off home run to
hitter
win the World Series. Like that's that. I'm not gonna say.
God, how many times have we gotten? Oh, okay, we've seen walk-off home runs, right? Like
I know, but you're talking about specifically a playoff ending moment.
Okay, sorry. And let's separate it even further. I'm saying playoff. I separate playoff from World Series. World Series.
Okay. All right. That's fair. All right. That's
playoff game. So that's first of all. Second,
playoff game on a Monday in Atlanta.
It is the greatest 8-5-3 double play to end a game on a Monday in the NLDS we have ever seen in the history of baseball. Okay,
then you are 100% correct. Nailed it. Where the Braves are the home team and the Phillies are the away team. Greatest ever.
I'm feeling a lot like Elias right now. Just like
ESPN. It's just ESPN. ESPN is the king. ESPN. The king of text.
Every baseball stat is like that. There are so many baseball stats are just the nerdiest fucking stats in the
they really are.
World. But this was absolutely the greatest ending to a Game 2 NLDS series that was played in Atlanta on a Monday we've ever seen. Period. Like argue with the wall about it. Okay, that's all.
There's no denying it. You've closed all the gaps there.
No cap.
Thank you. No cap. You better say no cap after that show chat earlier, you snake in the grass. Rex a Million saying, yes, okay, sir. I get you. Playoffs and series are completely different. Thank you. That was I'm saying playoff series. World Series is a whole different
on a
thing.
Monday in Atlanta.
On a Monday
in
Atlanta.
Mike made sure he's like, no, hold on, I separate the two. Oh, okay. Well, it's like, well, I mean, I would have if I was going that route because I thought you were going to. I actually would have done it even like just shittier, just be like, oh well, no, that was a defensive play to end the game. We're not talking about a walk-off home run because that's a totally different category. Like this is the best defensive play to ever end a game in postseason history.
Realistically, put me on game. What would you say is like the greatest like playoff play ever?
The greatest playoff play,
Or like
ever?
we're separating the series and
I mean, yeah, I was just gonna say, are we dissecting it like Mike? Like, do we have to go days of the week?
Yes,
rounds,
the greatest. Give us the greatest playoff play on a Tuesday that's ever occurred when Atlanta was part of the series.
Oh, real quick though, you'll love this. So that play, and I think if you've seen the play and you understand the play or whatever, it was very reminiscent of another play that happened in the playoffs. Now, somebody wanted to say that it was very a certain person-esque, and I would argue that was bullshit. That play only happened because motherfucking Jason Giambi's brother didn't fucking slide. So that play wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for just incompetence.
the guy from Moneyball.
Yes. Yes. So that while it may be considered Austin Riley making a certain player-esque play, I would argue that this was Austin Riley making an Austin Riley play, and that son of a bitch back in 2001 or whatever the fuck that series happened, he was making an Austin Riley type heads up play. Fuck that other guy, by the way, who also picked the Phillies before this series started. That son of a bitch.
Man, that's who this guy is.
No, fuck him. Use the
Welcome.
context
By the
clues
way,
to figure it out.
In terms of defensive non-World Series playoff way to end the game, I would say, as much as it hurts me to say, Roy Halladay getting the last out in the no-hitter against the Reds was probably up there.
Yeah, pitching a no-hitter in the playoffs is pretty special.
What about in the World
But
Series?
in that case, it wasn't the NLD. Oh, wait, it was. But the Phillies weren't a part. Oh, wait, shit, they were. God damn it.
But it
All
wasn't
right,
a Tuesday.
It wasn't in
But it
Atlanta.
wasn't
Wasn't in Atlanta.
It was not a Tuesday. It wasn't a Monday, and it wasn't in Atlanta, so I'm still clear. I'm still good on my take.
Good
Scott, how you
times.
feeling now after that? Are you feeling better now that the series goes to the next two games in Philadelphia? You feeling
I kind
good?
of have to be going in down 0-2. It felt like a kick to the dick. So yeah, it felt a hell of a lot better. Miracle game-ending play or not, it always feels better to go back to the other city with a tie series versus a down 0-2.
Yeah, being down 0-2 and going to Arizona, who hasn't seen a playoff game in fucking ever.
Well, they're going
Bro.
back to Philadelphia, but close enough.
No, I'm talking about the Dodgers and the
Dodgers.
Diamondbacks.
Oh yeah. The Dodgers. are
Like,
fucked.
bro,
Dodgers
they're
from the
fucked.
break, man.
They're so
screwed.
fucked.
Considering it being fucked, my friends and I, we almost got fucked yesterday because they're back. The Dollaritas. So there's like a guy next to us, and he was like, every time something would happen, like the bases were loaded, right? And like the Dodgers got the Diamondbacks out or whatever the fuck. And he's like, the waiter comes by, he's like, I'm gonna need another 2 more, boss. Game ends, he's like, I don't want fucking anymore. I'm done. Just let this Dollaritas there. Tough shitskis. That's what this stuff. Being a fan, like I feel like maybe I'm ill aware or just not aware of the Dodgers fan base. Most of them are bandwagon fans, right?
Yes.
They're like the Yankees, but of like the West.
Yes.
Kind of, sort of,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So fuck them. You did a disservice to Applebee's and the Dollaritas.
You can't leave a Dollarita behind.
Yeah, bro, they're $1. Come on now. I don't give a
I mean,
fuck that your team
damn.
lost. I don't give a fuck that your team lost. You drink the Dollarita.
Dude, that's like a sixth of a hot and ready. Like you can't leave that behind.
The fifth. It's a fifth before tax. And considering there's 2 down there, shit, 50 more cents and we're halfway there.
Let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight, and we're rating them on the Would You Bang Your Beer scale as always. Scott, what was in your mug? Were you banging your beer?
I was drinking the OG's cousin, Southern Tears. Warlock. It's the stout version of pumpkin. 8%, just delicious. There's nothing else to say. A stout pumpkin beer, all the sex, all the time. I'm letting it peg me, as the comment section pointed out earlier. Thank you, thank you, Cesar.
Not just getting pegged. You said you wanted a threesome with Pumpkin and Warlock.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Eiffel Towered by these beers.
Cesar, what are you drinking? Would you bag it?
I'm drinking Longhorn Lager by Shotgun Brewery, but that's also made by Alamo Brewing Company. Confused, but I liked it. Well, I mean, actually, it's beer, so but in terms of fucking it, I would, just because it's associated to UT.
There you go. Brent from 1420 said, "I love America."
Look, bro, if you're ever down bad and you're like, "Fuck, do I have money to spend on this?" Think of how it fucks up your meal consumption. So if like a video game, it's like $60, you're like, "Fuck, that's like 5 Whataburger meals. That's 12 hot and ready's. Like, fuck, I don't know if I can do that." You get me?
12 hot and ready's.
Yeah. So yeah, you do you, bro, but look after yourself.
Oh shit! I was drinking Voodoo Rangers Fruit Force. It's a fruit punch IPA, 9.5%. Dude, this is up there in terms of like my favorite beers I've ever had. This is so dangerous and so good. If you find Fruit Force anywhere, pick it up. I highly recommend. It's so fucking good. It's so smooth. There's no bite. It's delicious. Absolutely banging.
You have to shout out the Indians who made it.
The practice title for this show was about flag football being in the Olympics. We didn't mention it one time.
We didn't talk about it.
I didn't know that was the fucking title. Well, anyway,
I just happened to glance at it. I was like, wait, flag football? We never talked about
I was
it.
going through the list, trying to figure out. I'm like, wait, I know we got some more football talk. I thought it was the Jim Irsay thing. There's a fucking flag football. Football is coming to the Olympics, maybe. I don't know. They're voting on it. I guess we'll talk about it next week and see after the vote what happens. But also, baseball might be back, and they're trying to get lacrosse into the Olympics too. So there you go. There's your football in the Olympics talk. Also, Tyreek Hill tweeted out, "Hey, let's win this gold." Like Tyreek Hill wants to get a team of NFL players together to win. Thank you, Scott, for bringing up flag football.
I just happened to see it. I'm like, damn, we never even talked about that shit.
How on brand for us to plan
very much so
the show around a topic and then never get to say the topic. That is craft brewed sports in a nutshell. Thank you guys for tuning in to this in-depth conversation about the IOC voting on whether or not flag football will be in the LA Olympics in 2028. Really appreciate everybody chiming in. Be sure to follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at Crafty Sports. Go join the Facebook group. It's a ton of fun in there. All of the people you see commenting on the show are in there. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look, we're trying to bump our numbers, all right? I'm going to level with you. We need the help. So subscribe. Find a friend who you think would like the show. Tell them to subscribe. Hit the like button. Ring the bell. Like, all of that shit helps us. So please do that. It helps drive the numbers up more than you know. So go do that. Help us out. Also,
donate to charity in our name. It'll be worth it. I swear.
Get out of here, Mookie. Subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. That helps us out too. Also, shout out Belly Up Sports, bellyupsports.com. Tons of great podcasts on the Belly Up Sports Media Network, like our buddy Brent from 1420 Sports, Kev, who chimed in earlier, Tailgate on the Quad, Jared, who you see all the time over at Corner Booth. Go hit all of them up. Celebrate and reviewed all of those shows. We will see you all next week. Maybe we'll talk Olympics and football. Who knows? Maybe not. Probably not. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everybody.
And if you don't like it, take your black ass back to Africa.
Shout out the Indians.
Hoops right now.